So right now we just got to the Hotel Roosevelt. This is going to be basically our last haunted hotel on this trip. Part of the history of this hotel is that Marilyn Monroe resides here. So we're hoping maybe we can get a glimpse of her or maybe somebody else. But this hotel is really, really impressive. Beautiful spaces. They have a theater. They have lots of restaurants. The staff is amazing and even let us up on the rooftop. So you'll see that in just a little bit. But yeah, we're going to kind of wander around and see what we can find. So see y'all in a little bit. Now we're on level G. They have a really cool theater, but I actually just kind of wanted to show you this crazy wonky mirror. I don't know if there's a story to it, but I feel like there probably is because it's too random in this beautiful hotel to not be something. So I'm currently on the rooftop of the Hotel Roosevelt, and we decided to come out here and check it out. It's a beautiful hotel, and it's known for a little bit of paranormal activity. People like Marilyn Monroe have been known to reside here. And so we're going to do a little bit of investigation and see what we can find and see if we can get anything to come through tonight. We've been looking into ways to communicate. And one of those is using flashlights. And as you can see, it's a pretty effective method because it's easy for something to use very minimal energy to communicate. And by the way, we both have rose quartz for protection, just in case. I don't believe that there's anything negative in here tonight, but you never know. And so it's better to be safe than sorry. And to me, that confirms right there that we're good. Mm-hmm. But as we've done this, so we've done this, 2 other times now? Right. And I feel like they were both really successful methods. I feel like we've gotten some really interesting results in the, previously, and so we wanted to kind of try it again. So basically, we try to ask mostly yes and no questions. Yeah. And confirming questions.
So, just like the other nights, we are here tonight to see if we can communicate with any spirits or entities maybe in this area. We hope that you are friendly and are willing to communicate so we can get clarity and get answers and get to know your story, hopefully.
Yes, our intentions are to just learn more about who you are, your stories, why you're still here, and anything that we can do to help bring light to all of that. So, with that being said, let's get started. Can you turn that other flashlight off for me, please? Can you turn the left? Thank you. So, again, we come in with politeness, love, respect, and openness to learning, but also being protected at the same time. Meaning we can stop this whenever we choose, which I think is important. And so that's what we're going to do. So let's start.
So, I know the flashlights have been on already, but I would like to confirm if there are any entities that are here tonight that are willing to communicate. Please turn one of the flashlights on. Just use a little bit of your power and touch one of the flashlights and it will turn on. And then we will know that you are here and ready to communicate with us.
If you're here and willing to communicate with us, please touch one of the flashlights. Thank you.
They don't like me.
I do.
They don't want to answer my questions.
Can you please turn that flashlight back off for me, please? Can you please turn that flashlight off? Just use a little bit of energy. There you go. Thank you. Is the spirit or spirits, is one of the spirits with us Montgomery, Clift? If so, can you please touch one of the flashlights? Okay. I feel like that's a no. If one of the spirits here is Marilyn Monroe, can you please touch one of the flashlights?
It's maybe.
It's a maybe.
That's a maybe. It was delayed.
It was delayed, so that could be a maybe. If that is Marilyn, can you please turn that flashlight back off? Just touch it. Put your energy into it just a little bit. If this is something else other than Marilyn, can you turn that flashlight off for me? It's confusing.
It is confusing. It's already not very responsive today.
Yeah, y'all, so we may end this because it doesn't seem like it's responsive tonight, which is known to happen. This is actually the first time it's really happened for us, but it's definitely something that can happen. I'm going to try one more time. If there's something in here with us, can you please turn that flashlight off?
Yeah, I can try to reset them.
No, it's okay. I mean, I feel like this is just...
Yeah. We are in a room that's pretty far away from the haunted rooms, the famously haunted rooms. And tonight we're going to have a room that's closer, much closer, and we can try again then.
Yeah, I think.
And I think it'll be easier for them to
use their energy
to communicate this far away.
Yeah, so I think let's go ahead and just close out this session.
Okay.
If there are any spirits still with us right now, we may revisit with you. We may not, but for now, we're going to close this session. You are not allowed to follow us. You are not allowed to do anything negative to us, including scare us. We mean you no harm whatsoever, and we just want to thank you for communicating with us. Good night.
Good night.
Hey y'all, I'm back. So you might notice that I'm in a different room right now. We are on night 2 of Hotel Roosevelt, but we got moved to a different room. And that's because we wanted to be closer to one of the haunted rooms. So we are in 921 right now, which is diagonal to room 928. Room 928 was Montgomery Clift's room. He was an actor back in the day, and it was said that he spent, I think, 3 months here filming one of his movies. So although he didn't technically die here, it is said that he is seen around here because he loved this hotel so much that he would come and visit. And so that's kind of the history. I will say the really interesting thing about the Montgomery Clift spirit is, according to the rumors anyway, he likes to move things around in the rooms. He also likes to mess with the thermostat. The reason that's interesting is we have been fighting with the air conditioning all day today, up until probably about, I don't know, 3 hours ago. So I had actually kind of forgotten about that. Yeah, it's been all day where it's just been miserably hot in this room. This hotel is also known for being haunted by Marilyn Monroe. She isn't on this floor. Her suite was suite 1200. Again, we're on the 9th floor. So there is a mirror in this hotel. We're actually going to go try to find it, that people have seen her figure or apparition in. So much so that they have actually moved this mirror to a different location. So we don't exactly know where it is. We think, based on other videos we've seen, that it's at the top of a stairwell somewhere. So we're going to try to go track that down. I will say that if you ever get a chance to be in this room in particular, though, you have a beautiful view of the Hollywood sign and Hollywood Boulevard and the Chinese Theater. And yeah, it's just a really, really great view in this room. So even though it's not the actual room that Montgomery Clift was in, it's still really a great room. I think we're going to go explore a little bit and see what we can find. So the first thing I wanted to show you are the 5 little dots with the red tower. That's actually the Hollywood sign. You can't really see it at night, but you can see it during the day, and it's phenomenal. There's also, of course, the Lowe's Hotel to the right of it. And then down below, you can see the TCL Chinese Theater and Hollywood Boulevard with some of the stars, Madame Tussauds, a bunch of just really cool places down there. And just wanted to kind of show you that because it's just such an incredible view where we're at right now. Also, I just remembered the other thing that was kind of weird in this room. So, you know, I mentioned the thermostat issue, and Montgomery Clift was known for messing with the thermostats, moving furniture around, things like that. I just remembered this lamp is not nearly as bright as the lamp on the other side of the bed. It is super dim, and I don't know if the camera can pick it up, but it flickers pretty much all the time. So I don't know if that's connected, but it is significantly dimmer and weaker than the other lamp on the other side of the bed, which is kind of crazy. Just another little thing that I noticed as we've been here today. So this is Marilyn's mirror. It's said that people see her in the reflection. So. All right, y'all, we're back again. Last night we did not get good results. I didn't feel like we were getting any sort of like real intelligent responses. So since we are moved a little bit closer to, actually a lot closer to one of the haunted rooms, we wanted to try this method again. If you haven't seen this before, basically we have these 2 flashlights. They're nothing special. They're just mag light flashlights. And we are going to be trying to ask yes and no questions. And supposedly, and I've loosely used the word supposedly, if you have a spirit with you, it should be able to communicate through the flashlights through touch very, very easily. I will say that we have had a couple things today that we think are possibly connected with the spirit that resides here. Things like the air conditioning has not been working properly, and that is one of the things that this spirit is known for doing. So we're going to try to see if we can get Montgomery Clift to come through. His room was across the hall from our room. And then also Marilyn Monroe is known for residing in this hotel as well. So we're going to see what we can get to come through, if anything at all. So,
yeah.
Do you
I'll set up the flashlights. Basically what I'm doing is turning them to right between when they're on and off. That makes it super easy for another spirit or entity or force to put a little bit more electromagnetic force into the flashlight to cause it to turn on or take it away to turn off, and thus communicate with us. So now, again, we come to communicate with any spirits or entities that happen to be in this room. We come as friends and wish to only seek communication and guidance and proof of your existence and answer some questions. We want to know your story. We want to help if we can. We want to know that you're here. The more evidence that we have, the more we can help, and we can find other people who want to help as well.
We would love to speak with you and, again, learn your story. If you'd like to communicate with us, please touch one of these flashlights to turn one of them on. We mean no harm. We just want to hear your story. There we go. Thank you. Just to confirm that we are speaking with someone, can you touch that flashlight and turn it off again for me, please? Thank you.
Okay.
All right.
Go ahead.
If we're speaking with Montgomery Clift, can you please turn one of those flashlights back on? Just touch that flashlight again if this is Montgomery Clift. Okay. I'm going to assume that that's a no. If this is a different entity or spirit that's with us that is not Montgomery Clift, can you touch one of these flashlights?
We seem to be having a really difficult time communicating in this hotel.
I agree. Yeah. It's really interesting. All this happened the other night here too, whereas the other two locations, everything was very receptive, very, very communicative. So.
It may be possible we're not using a good method. I know that there are several methods of communication, and this is just one that we've recently learned.
Yeah. It seems like somebody's still here with us. If you are wanting to still communicate with us, can you turn that flashlight back off? Thank you. Okay. If you would rather us use the spirit box to communicate so that you can use words to communicate, can you turn that flashlight back on?
If you'd rather continue to use the flashlights, please turn one of them on. Yeah, I think we're just having just a difficult time communicating in general.
I think so too, yeah. So, to be honest, Wes, I wonder if we should just end tonight. Yeah. I know neither of us really want that, but
yeah,
I just feel like this has consistently been not working.
Yeah.
And obviously, I kind of feel like I want to respect anyone that may still be here, and if they're not wanting to communicate, then I certainly don't want to disturb them.
Don't force them.
Yeah, and see, and that makes me wonder if that's what they would prefer.
Yeah.
If you would like for us to stop communicating with you, please turn that flashlight off and we will end the session now and we will not bother you. Okay? That is confirmation enough for me. Thank you for the little bit that you did communicate with us. We really appreciate it. If you were communicating with us through messing with the thermostat tonight or today, thank you for letting us know that your presence is here. We both really appreciate it. I am sorry if we have disturbed you in your space in any way or others have. That is not our intention. We just wanted to get your story, so thank you for listening and communicating with us. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Okay. I'm comfortable being done with that. That's
Yeah,
really interesting. That
it was very clear and consistent that they did not want to communicate with us.
Yep.
But I don't know if it's us or
maybe it's our energy. It doesn't matter.
Maybe the spirits that are willing to communicate aren't friendly. We came as friendly forces, asking for friendly communication, and if they weren't ready to do that, willing to do friendly, like maybe they had other intentions.
It is.
They respected our boundary of friendly communication.
Yeah, I don't want to push it. So
yeah.
Okay.
That does make sense.
Mm-hmm. All right, y'all. So I'm going to end here. I just feel like it's the right thing to do. And again, if you ever get into this, be safe. Listen to your gut. Listen to, if you do get responses, try to respect it. It's the right thing to do, I feel like. So y'all have a great night. And sorry if this is a little bit disappointing, but I do think that this is, to me, further proof that this can work, and I think this says a lot. So, anyway, y'all have a good night. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye.
All right, y'all. So this wraps up our 4-day haunted hotel experience. Just to recap, we went to the Horton Grand Hotel, the Del Coronado, and then finally we ended up at the Hotel Roosevelt. Hotel Roosevelt was the only one that we went and stayed 2 nights in. That's where we're leaving from right now. And we stayed 1 night at the other 2. So we did try to communicate through flashlights at all 3 locations. We had great results at Del Coronado and Hotel Horton Grand on that. We did not really get any or very minimal communication at Hotel Roosevelt. So I find that really interesting because the other 2 locations were so active and almost to the point that they seemed like they wanted to continue to communicate. So I find it really interesting that Hotel Roosevelt, both nights, it was like we really didn't get anywhere. Yeah, overall, I mean, I don't know about you, but I'm definitely less of a skeptic on this.
Definitely less. Because there was definitely intelligent response. There was
Immediate
said your name.
Immediate response.
It definitely felt like something was guiding that. It just didn't feel like it was just random or just coincidence or even trickery. Like it felt genuine.
So in Horton Grand Hotel, that's where we heard my name being said twice because he was more of a jokester. So I kind of felt like I was being touched more there than anywhere else. I think I got touched like 6 times just there alone. And then at the Hotel del Coronado, I also felt like I got touched and just felt really uneasy in Hotel del Coronado. But that's where we noticed that it seemed like the spirits weren't done talking to us. So we wanted to end the session, and it seemed like they wanted to still keep communicating. And then finally, Hotel Roosevelt, we got a couple of responses, especially at the end. We did get definite no, I don't want to communicate with y'all. So of course we always want to respect that, and so we ended it. So even though it wasn't super active, I do think that it was still responsive, and I'm definitely more of a believer after that. So these hotels have been great, though. I mean,
we've loved the hotels. The staff all of them have been great.
Yeah. It's been pretty accessible for the most part everywhere. I think I would probably come back to any of those hotels in general. Hotel del Coronado in particular, just because the resort itself is just so big, and we really didn't get to see everything because we were only there for a short period of time. So yeah, definitely check all of these places out. The Roosevelt had like the most amazing view of like the Hollywood Boulevard area, Hollywood sign, all of that.
Really cool.
Yeah. It's been really nice. So, but yeah, you guys, I know that this content is quite a bit different from what you're used to seeing. So if you do end up liking videos like this, definitely leave me a like, leave me a comment down below. Let me know if you want us to do more stuff like this or try some new things. I know we didn't really show using the spirit box on camera. We did do it one night, but it was kind of intense using spirit box. So we may try again some other time and just see if we can, get anything. We definitely, that's, again, spirit box is where we heard my name. So I definitely think you can get responses out of that. And I would like to experiment with it a little bit more at some point. It was just kind of intense for like our first trip.
The first time.
Doing it.
Yeah.
So
the more we do this, the more comfortable we'll get with using those and opening those lines of communication. And the different methods that there are. We'll get more familiar, more comfortable. I think.
Yeah, I got comfortable with the flashlight method really quickly.
I think anything trying to communicate with us will be more comfortable if it notices that we're comfortable trying to communicate with them, rather than being nervous about the settings and is this working? Is that on? Is this right?
And I think that there is a possibility that why we didn't get, results here as much as the other places is. It could have been our own energy. It could have been, either maybe the spirit doesn't want to be bothered, or we just weren't open enough, possibly, or just in the right mentality. Because there's definitely been times where we have tried to do this, and I just felt off, and I wasn't really sure. I'd go into it, like, I even told him, I kind of felt like this time we weren't going to get much of a response because we didn't the night before, and then turns out we really didn't the second night either. So I do think that how we go into it with our own mentality can definitely seem to affect the session. So but overall, I think it's been a great experience. It's definitely been interesting, and I'm kind of wanting to explore more of this every once in a while. Like it's easy to get down the rabbit hole though. So I definitely say if you do, try to set limits on yourself, because it's really easy to just get wrapped up and like lose track of time. I think even in like Del Coronado, I couldn't tell you how long we actually like investigated into all of this. And so, just be mindful. And I would say, if you have somebody that you can do it with, definitely do that, because I think it's good to kind of like help keep each other balanced on the situation too. Definitely. So that's just my opinion. So now that we're done here, we're gonna head to Pasadena for a couple days. This has been just a fun adventure, I feel like, and we're getting new life experiences. So I think, really cool. I think even though like this has been a learning curve, and even though like maybe we didn't get as much as we would have liked in some of the places, I definitely think this trip has been a fun little adventure. Yeah, it is. So,
we did pretty good for our first try too.
Yeah,
I feel like.
Yeah, I think we kept it simple.
Yeah.
And doable on everything. So, thanks for being up for it.
It was your idea. Thanks for having the idea.
Yeah. Anyway, you guys, thanks for watching. And if you like this kind of content, again, leave us a comment down below, give us a like, and let me know if you want us to do any other videos like this. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.